I sure hope the president invites Nixon to drive cars again. Smile. "26 months. Wowie. Boy. The big 2-0, how exciting. I am looking forward to today's stream, but I am especially excited for tomorrow's. Cheer 500.
I had something kind of funny happen to me this morning. Chat. Wow, chat. I, this morning, decided to check on Mr. Manticore's channel to make sure that everything was in order. Because I hadn't looked into it a ton, I just knew that there was a bunch more Monument Mythos to dig into today. I go and I check, and not only... No, stop playing. Not only has he given his little Manticore fella lipstick, but he also has changed all of his new videos from videos to just letters? I'm sure that this will be just fine. I'm sure it will be just fine. On a brighter note, I took a few minutes last night to add a few things, specifically to my soundboard. You might all have remembered how we took a minute to dig into Xavier Nelson and his goof 'em up with Sunshine Shuffle and inadvertently getting himself banned from the Nintendo Switch eShop in North America. There were a couple of sound clips that I found particularly useful and have decided to add to my soundboard. Please welcome...
I've been a goofy little goober.
I could stand to turn that up a little bit, maybe. Let's try that again.
I've been a goofy little goober.
There we go. And then we also have this one, which I believe will get a lot of mileage out of.
It's funny, but it ain't good.
I think that that's going to happen a lot on this stream. That does happen a lot on this stream. It's funny, but it ain't good. I am becoming more powerful by the day. Oh, good. We have a new copy pasta. Hi, Fredrik Knudsen. It's me, Testicular Torsion, your arch nemesis. For years I have been following you with my cat army to rip your nuts off, making you believe you had thousands of followers. But in reality, they were me and my army of cats. Prepare yourself. Good. I have the entire orchestral piece on my soundboard, by the way, just in case we have a particularly long comment read. It's there, it's ready, and I'll have it for when I need it. False comfort can't be real. Yeah, also, Mr. Manticore's description for their channel is, "Damn you, Dad." And that's it. I am fascinated, and I want to know. Oh my god, wait, Neri, you're still fucking working on that? Oh dear. That was supposed to be a resub. Oh. Mochi was supposed to say that. By the way, hey Plico, thank you for the 500 bits. Ender Cobra for the 20 months. Starry Feathers for the 26. Woi. It is remarkable how many things have come out of pre-stream chat.
Fred, please help. Microsoft Word has me hostage and I'm 20 pages deep and have more to go. Please free me from word processing and PDF editing.
Oh, thank you, Hikari. That's very kind of you to donate a message for Neri. There are a couple of things that have come out of pre-stream chat. One of them, believe it or not, was goat is small, tape to wall. Caldero was hanging out. I can't remember who it was specifically. I keep forgetting who originally coined that. And then that eventually has evolved into many permutations, such as goat is small, bird is tall, take them both to the wall. And then also, I believe it was Starry. Who made
Hey
a
Fred,
mistake.
did you know that the Twitch mobile app sucks and if you take too long to post the sub message it treats it as a normal chat message and bird is small, pin to wall.
Oh my god. Thank you for the information. Also, go to hell. Oh, thanks for the raid. Hey Jordan Joel, how you doing? But Starry was typing something and accidentally typed in WOI and then hit enter. So whatever they were trying to say got lost as woi. Also, Caldero made you a purple scarf. That is so insanely sweet. Woi. By the way, you all remember we watched the trailer for Life Eater the other day. The game intrigued me enough that I went ahead and bought it and played it last night. It is a single sitting game. And, whew, that game is intense. It's a lot. I would actually say, like, the mechanics are very good. I would say the best aspects of the game are discovering the stories and lives of the characters that you are stalking through their schedules, and also just the main story of the game. The story of the game is extremely compelling. The mechanics are kind of wonky here and there. It takes a bit of getting used to. But it is very good. Like, Life Eater is a good game.
I decided to embrace tradition this coming May Day. I have built a Contele, made mead and shall party like it's 1669 and have no recollection of it.
Is this a reference to Midsommar? I haven't seen Midsommar yet. It does sound like a good party though, yeah, I agree with Hikari.
Tiao Pat Pat.
Yeah. How dare you? Thank you for the 22 months. And Tankfax, thank you for the 28. Wait, that was... Pariseki, thank you for the 15. I can keep up. Need to scroll up. Well, I know that Midsommar is a real festival. I see things like that and I wonder if they're references that I am missing. People, I think, expect me to know a lot more than I do. I have very specific knowledge of very specific things. The problem is my breadth of knowledge is relatively narrow. It's narrow but deep. Like that hole in Russia that goes down for miles.
This is the only way IT could have ended. War no longer needed its ultimate practitioner. IT had become a self-sustaining system. Man was crushed under the wheels of a machine created to create the machine to crush the machine. Samsara of cut sinew and crushed bone. Death without life. Nulla obera.
It cut you off. What is this from? It seems familiar. That's not 1984, is it? The end of 19... Oh, it's Ultra Kill. Okay. I feel like every time someone introduces me to something from Ultra Kill, I think it's awesome. I really ought to play it. Like, the problem is the game looks like overstimulation. I think I might freak out a little bit. It is... It's because it follows the themes of 1984. I think a lot of people see 1984... I feel like I remember 1984... 1984 is used as a shorthand for propaganda and information control. However, I feel like some of the more enduring themes are war without end and how its perpetuation is used. And obviously, the information control is a big part, but I feel like I think more about the infinite war more than anything. Because the police state and the control are an extension of the war. And the control, it feels like a chicken or egg situation. Which began first, the war or the control? And it feels like one just supports the other. Because you can't even trust there's nothing that you can trust, so the information control is and the what's the word? The themes around ontology, I think, are exciting to a high schooler, which is why high schoolers love 1984 so much, despite its dry prose. The themes in it are extremely strong. But as an adult, I feel like the things that stick with me more are the relationship between control of a population and war. How do you feel about it? I want to see, like, what do you all feel about it? Do you feel like and by the way, you are free to disagree with me and have different opinions on a dusty old book. Fred, chat is illiterate. Maybe I'm... Opinions on a book that nobody has read. Yeah, Kippy, I feel like Fahrenheit 451 was a more accurate allegory. We did Animal Farm as well. Animal Farm was very fun. Yeah, Zumba. I like this. Zumba says, I think the interesting concept is that there is always an enemy, but the enemy is just something to rally behind during Hate Week and unify the people toward a common enemy. Yeah. I think that is one of its most enduring themes, right? The minute hate. Or what is it, 5 minutes hate? It's something that happens in all regimes. Because remember, nobody hates anyone more than they hate their own neighbors. There are a few things that my Korean buddy in college said to me that stuck with me, and one of them was that the people that any Asian country hates most is its neighbors. This is something that I've heard a lot from people who live, like in Japan, for example. People trying to figure out your ethnicity. Makes it. I can't imagine. It must be difficult. It's fascinating. Spicy lizard. That does seem correct. Yeah, I know I know that there are plenty of people of Asian descent who have experienced this. It's something that really amuses me about the way that people fetishize, quote unquote, the Orient. God, I hate that word, Oriental. It's so meaningless. There is something very interesting that happened around the mid 1800s. In the this is fascinating, and I feel like I'm the only person who seems to know about it whenever I talk to anyone, even though, like, I think it's pretty well known in the world of British literature. But when Japan was forced to open up its ports, suddenly Japanese exports were allowed to escape from the island. And these exports, as you might imagine, were very expensive. However, as Japanese culture and Japanese aesthetics began to branch out into Europe and was being exported to Europe, there was a sort of sense of mystery and wonder for this strange, secluded island culture with its beautiful, fascinating artwork. And this led to an interesting phenomenon in Britain. Because exports from Japan were so expensive, a market appeared for things that, for craftspeople to make objects that weren't Japanese, but looked like something that a British person would believe looks Japanese. This was called Japanisme. And so there is this entire
While I understand the mechanics behind the Atlas Earth bit, I'm surprised in a way how this thing I enjoy being permanently priced out of reach feels bad in a surprisingly pertinent way these days. Sag.
To be fair, the increase in price was partially a way to phase it out. It was interrupting stream a lot. That's valid, though. Thanks for the 25 months, Muda. I probably will inevitably remove it and bring it back on occasion for particular events. I have a couple of plans for it. The British, though, they created all of these things, especially screens and fans and ceramics, that looked the way that a British person thought a Japanese object should look. And this sort of, I don't even know what to call it. It's appropriation feels like too specific. The British just thought Japanese stuff was supposed to look a certain way, and so objects that reinforce that belief, right? It catered to what British people thought Japanese stuff was supposed to look like. And then, in so doing, it reinforced the belief of what it was supposed to look like to the British people. Can I show you some? Oh yeah, sure. Here, you know what? I'll look it up. I think that... Here we go. It's a French term. Yep, okay, so that's why I haven't heard it a whole lot. One of the best examples of Japanisme is something you might be familiar with, especially if you're interested in musical theater. The Mikado. I saw someone in chat mention it. The Mikado features a female love interest named, a Japanese specifically female love interest named Yum Yum. Gilbert and Sullivan can eat my entire ass. I hate Gilbert and Sullivan. I'm sorry to any fans of his. He's just so obnoxious. Like, they're so obnoxious. I can't stand Gilbert and Sullivan. It is very... Her name was Yum Yum. Oh, baby. Yeah, no, Hikari, it is... Ooh. I think the best usage of the Mikado I've ever seen was as a characterization for Dr. Frasier Crane. Did anyone watch Frasier? Because in the first few episodes, to help build his character, they had Frasier. Frasier was a big fan of the Mikado, which is great because the Mikado is like the quintessential obnoxious wannabe high society what word am I looking for? Pretentious but vapid sort of literature. It's something that someone likes when they want to appear intelligent. Which is perfect for Frasier Crane, who is... he was a radio psychologist who thinks that he is above the people who he is psychoanalyzing live on air. That was introduced when Frasier started. That has been there from the beginning. He likes to think of himself as upper class. Whether he is or not is immaterial. It's that he wants so badly to appear so. Oh, Ortho Duende, thanks for the fresh sub. Welcome in. Could we please, everyone, show Ortho Duende the most important emote that they just unlocked? Good. God, I love that emote. I've had it for over 2 years. And I still love it. Yes, Hikari. This is the bouquet residence, the lady of the house speaking. I love it. It has been about that long, yes. Mrs. Bucket, it's bouquet. Keeping Up Appearances, what a perfect name for a sitcom. I remember telling Ryan that I was familiar with a British sitcom called Last of the Summer Wine, which the local, not local, but like the national public access, not public access. It's like PBS, right? The public broadcasting station. They will frequently buy the rights to play classic British sitcoms, except sometimes they will be a little bit obscure, but I mean, I won't know the difference. And so I reference Last of the Summer Wine to Ryan, and he's like, Fred, why do you know Last of the Summer Wine? It's a tiny show in like a tiny part of the country, and it's like, I don't know what to tell you, man. It's been blasted out to America. Like, that tiny little show got blasted out like a fire hose across America. I didn't have cable or satellite growing up. I didn't have Cartoon Network. I didn't have Nickelodeon. I didn't have any of the channels that everyone else I know grew up with. I watched a lot of PBS. Monty Python. I grew up with Monty Python. In retrospect, I find Monty Python very hit and miss. Frankly, mostly miss. I think that Monty Python's Flying Circus is a little bit overrated. Their best works have consistently been their movies, which are absolutely uproariously hilarious. Life of Brian is a particular favorite, but of course, The Holy Grail is genius from start to finish. Their show was a lot of experimentation. They have some classics, right? Like How Not to Be Seen is comedy gold. Now, I need to specify, when Monty Python hit, they really hit. But they didn't always hit. He's not the Messiah. He's not the Son of God. He's a very naughty boy. Yes. And then spank me. Oh, that's fascinating, Uncle. Oh, thanks, Starry. I'm glad that that's immortalized. We don't get to choose our legacy. Rather, we stumble into it. Yes, Grizzly, the bit from Life of Brian. You are all individuals. Yes, we are all individuals. Crying in unison. I love the Judean People's Front and their rivalry with the People's Front of Judea. You heard the plot of Red Dwarf and watched it not knowing it was a comedy. Oh dear. God. I think that it is a worthwhile thing to question things that have historically been considered very, very good. There was a Saturday morning breakfast cereal comic recently that I really resonated with. Let me just pull it up real quick. He's made a couple of jabs at Shakespeare recently. Now, make no mistake, Shakespeare is amazing. I will never pretend that Shakespeare is not one of the most incredible writers ever. Period. However, sometimes there are some things that are stronger in retrospect. Let me see if I can... Oh, wait, is this it? Nope. Okay, I'm looking.
Tiao arrive.
Hey there, Lumpy. Thanks for the 19 months. Here we go. Here it is. Okay. This comic is very well summarizes how I feel about Shakespeare. A part of it, an aspect of it. Sometimes I wish you could just get Shakespeare in plain modern language so you can tell what's going on. Are you crazy? Have you read this stuff? To die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. Do you know what the rub is? It's a lumpy patch in a game called Bowls. So rephrasing, it's something like, sure, I can end my suffering with death, but the real bump in the bowling alley is maybe after death everything sucks too. Wow, archaism and complexity are doing some important work. He literally wrote a whole sonnet about his dick, and nobody notices. Oh yes, Steely Jamaican. This isn't just the Soonish artist. The person who makes SMBC was one of the two writers. He and his wife wrote it. He was a writer and an artist, and his wife is a scientist who also did a bunch of research and writing. That's so funny that someone recognizes Zach Weinersmith from the book rather than his original comic. In fact, a bit of... Oh, Sonnet 136 is the poetical equivalent of a dick pic. Okay, hold on. I don't remember this one. I have to look this up. Okay. Alright, let's read this. Alright, Zach, are you just messing with me? If thy soul check thee that I come so near, swear to thy blind soul that I was thy will, and will thy soul knows is admitted there, thus far for love my love suit sweet fulfill. Will fulfill the treasure of thy love, I fill it full with wills as my will It's a dick joke. Oh my god, he's saying let me into your heart, but also let my dick in you. Oh my god. It's a dick pun. I'm going to scream. I'm going to read this, like, next time I hang out with Mike, I'm going to read this to him and make him possibly the happiest man on earth for a brief instant. One thing that is very fun is there is a line in Much Ado About Nothing where Benedict says, I will die in thy lap and be buried in thy eyes. However, something that has been lost to time is that the word die also meant to ejaculate. I'm going to come in your lap. The small death, yeah. Le petit mort. Ender Cobra, I've not seen this. Won't Mike just get mad that it doesn't rhyme the entire time? But it did. It does rhyme. There's a little slant rhyme, like near and there. Actually, probably This has less to do with slant rhyme and probably just changes pronunciation. I remember learning that. Well, hold on. Let me look this up. I'd rather just read the line itself. Here we go. And so from hour to hour we ripe and ripe, and then from hour to hour we rot and rot. Except the pronunciation of hour didn't used to be that way. It used to be pronounced or, which sounds suspiciously like whore. So from whore to whore we rot and rot. There's wordplay that has been lost through the ages. There is wordplay that simply does not work anymore, which to me is really depressing. Because Shakespeare was such an incredible writer, and to know that it would take a lifetime of study to properly appreciate how good he was it makes me not want to read Shakespeare and just find some really good modern writers instead who I can appreciate fully immediately. It talks, I hate it. Silence. You know, this makes me think, will works like Sex House be appreciated properly far in the future? Will Porkin' Across America be appreciated properly? Yeah, Farah, it's true, but it's a lot of legwork. It is a lot of legwork. If preserved properly, that's the problem, is that with complicated works, with works with double meaning and wordplay, the inherent problem is that we don't know what needs to be preserved, because we don't know what will be lost. It is difficult to tell what we take for granted in our modern culture. Words will change meaning over time as well. And nobody will think to check the meaning of a small word that actually changes the meaning a lot. Like goon. Narthex, yes. The King James Bible was supposed to be written in modern vernacular. Now it's viewed as very poetic because of the cultural place that the King James translation of the Bible has taken in our culture. But really and there are, make no mistake, there are beautiful passages in the Bible. I'm a particular fan of Ecclesiastes. Yes, I do have a favorite book of the Bible. Sue me. Yeah, Farah, this is a problem that occurs with translating the Bible. There are words whose meaning was culturally understood and wasn't thought to be written down, and so it's had to be triangulated, or people just have to throw their arms up and say, we think this is what it means, but we're not 100% sure. Narthex? Revelation makes a lot more sense if you understand the political situation of the time. its metaphors are very clear and not exactly subtle. I find this is something that gives me a lot of anxiety isn't right. More like I think of it and it elicits something comparable to mourning, knowing that it won't last forever, that understanding will be lost, and nobody will be able to eventually appreciate it in the way that I feel it should be. And maybe that's just my own personal hang-up, but I don't care. I have not read The Great Cat Massacre. Maybe I should take the time to read it. I have it saved. That's why we need to invent the Bene Gesserit. Yes, engineer culture all over the world to make it easier to conquer later. Thanks for the suggestion, Contraperi. Yeah, Aberchu. Modern English will be viewed as incomprehensible, and who knows what sort of place works of today will take in the future, in future cultures. Because culture will change. It always does. Be wary of anyone saying that we have to preserve our culture as we have it now, to protect ourselves. People change. Appreciate past culture and accept that people change and that the world changes. We're in unprecedented times. Kotaro Shinobi has beseeched us all to, quote, preserve the Discord kittens. Nothing ever happens, gang, rise up. Preserving culture as it is seems like an American thing. Definitely not. Oh, Shushu, thanks for gifting a sub to Suziga. Thank you. No, this idea of preserving culture or adjusting culture as people see fit has been a struggle all across the world for like as long as you can imagine. I understand that I am sharing my anxieties on stream. I don't know if I could even call it an anxiety. This is what I think of when I'm standing at the window and drinking a cup of tea. And when I'm enjoying something beautiful. On the other hand, even though there are great works of today that can be appreciated to their fullest, there will hopefully be works in the next year and the years after that, the decades, the centuries after now, that will be pertinent to the anxieties and the fears and the hopes of future generations, and they will be just as beautiful, if not more beautiful, because they will have built upon the work that has come for centuries before. Or we could just end up with a future that is filled with AI slop. Who knows? AI churning out slop for decades and centuries. Eat your feed. Eat your slop. Yeah, Grizzly, you're right. It is an inevitability. Yum yum. I am rather annoyed. Honey, you haven't been eating. Oh my god. The absolute slop that has been shared on Facebook is unreal. The sort of things that boomers are just taking for granted. It is so fascinating, the divorce between the viewer and the creator on online platforms. Would you mind if we took a minute just to like appreciate some of the absolute trash, garbage slop that has become normalized on Facebook? Oh my god, it's immaculate. Hey Talks, do you have that thread of absolute Facebook AI slop, and could you DM it to me? Do you have it on hand? I feel like that's something you would have just in your back pocket. Punch Tiger, thanks for the 5 months. Welcome back in. It's been nice to return to streaming. I am way less exhausted by stream now. I like it. I feel energized to stream. Not that you can remember. Okay, hell. Hold on. Maybe if I search for it on Twitter. If I just search Facebook AI, will it be one of the top posts?
The Dow Jones went up by 69 points. NYSE.
Hey, nice. Here, I think this is it. This is specifically what I was looking for. Yes. Okay. God, I love this. Okay, bear with me. Facebook has turned into an endless scroll of AI photos, and the boomers don't appear to have noticed. Fabulous villa. You remember the AI home concepts? Mike and I did a special episode of Unreal Estate where we looked at Mid-Journey generated concept homes, and I am not kidding when I said that as time passed during that stream, I started becoming physically ill, and I could not explain it. I know that it probably makes me seem like a little bitch, but staring at them actually made me... I cannot explain it. It created a sensation similar to VR sickness. It's that same sort of feeling. Why is there a big plate of smooth obsidian? I don't know. It's supposed to be a fountain, I guess. And then the replies, beautiful home, OMG gorgeous, stunning, beautiful, gorgeous, stunning, beautiful, gorgeous, villa, huge mansion villa. Yeah, eek, I'm so glad I'm not the only one. Also, welcome in. Good to see some new faces. Welcome to the stupid fiesta of nightmares. A lot of these are probably AI responding to them. Yeah, a lot of these users are bots. This is becoming a core part of Facebook's business model. One of the things that Facebook has historically allowed and encouraged even is bot activity, because it boosts their numbers, which increases their favorability to advertisers. Funny enough, this is how Cracked.com was killed. They moved over to Facebook, they moved all of their video over to Facebook, and because Facebook had so drastically exaggerated its numbers, killed the company. And what are they going to sue Facebook with? What money are they going to sue Facebook with? Welcome in, it's Sky. Are we talking about the dead internet Jesus bots? Hey, Redline. Look at this. Love this. Something I hate is seeing advertisements that are clearly just generated by Midjourney. I've seen advertisements in real life that are just obviously Midjourney generated. Hi Alfie, I don't know what I am. That's why I'm streaming. Maybe I can find the answers here. Love this. This made me smile. So sweet. This. So adorable. So adorable. Adorable. So adorable. Even when told an image is AI, it doesn't register. Calabria, Italy. AI. Would love to go to Italy. My father is from Sicily. What a sight. Italy is an amazing country. Their culture, people, food, and landscape. What a beautiful nature. It's so interesting the way that the absence of artistic intention is immaterial to people who are doom scrolling. Everyone, Alfie, it's good to see you, Alfma. Can we all give Alfie some hearts? Heap love onto the Alfma. My ASTRALINE sister. Have you considered that in some AI images it's just bots commenting? Oh, absolutely. We were mentioning that literally seconds before you came in. This is part of Facebook's advertising strategy to boost their numbers, because they've already reached their maximum possible audience. The only way forward is down. And so they're stuck. They have to artificially inflate the numbers because the publicly traded company demands growth. Because if they aren't growing anymore, then economically speaking, they are dead. It doesn't matter if they are continuing to create value by existing as they are at the same size. Growth is mandatory. Man called Brand, maybe I am. Maybe I am. Oh, Lumi. Hello there. Robot D's... What? Robot D's fat nuts. It is wholly remarkable that I cannot escape the name Fat Nuts. It precedes me at this point. People who I have not met call me Fat Nuts reflexively, not knowing the source, not knowing why. It is my legacy. I don't get to choose my legacy, and neither do any of you. Welcome in, everyone. Good to see all these new faces from Lumi. We're going to be checking out Mr. Manticore's new analog horror. If you are interested. If analog horror is a little bit much for you, absolutely understandable. We do take a rather analytical approach to it here, however. I like to think that this stream takes on the vibe of an English teacher who has no lesson plan for the day. So if you like that kind of content, you're probably in the right place. Oh, is that a mango emote? That's good. Is that accurate? Yeah, for those who don't know, by the way, I am the creator of Down the Rabbit Hole on YouTube. Even if you don't know the name, you might have seen a video of mine or two. I made a video. My most popular videos are about Wings of Redemption, Darkside Phil, but also Deep Blue, the chess computer, and most recently, EVE Online, the 6-hour EVE Online doc. That was me. Surprise. I am so chuffed that the EVE community received that video so well. You want to watch the... I am told that repeat viewings of my videos are frequently fruitful because they see things that they didn't see before. Iron Fox. See, okay, this is accurate. An English teacher with no lesson plan, so they, for whatever fucked up reason, show the class Evil Dead and pause occasionally to have the class discuss the tropes. Yeah, well, I feel like teaching tropes isn't terribly useful. However, I think that taking a piece of a modern work and analyzing the themes is very useful. I had a realization recently. I have been desperately trying to figure out why Outer Wilds works as well as it does, because you can approach... Besides just good game design, because you can approach Outer Wilds from any angle. You can discover things quote-unquote early. There's no such thing as discovering something early in Outer Wilds. And I think one of the reasons that Outer Wilds works as well as it does, despite being able to approach it from any angle at any pace, is because the theming is so consistent. Theming is so vitally important. I think that it is, like, the longer I'm around, the more media I consume, the more I come to believe that theming is the most important part of any work. Long novels work because they take a theme, even the lowest work, right? Like, even the most bottom of the barrel, boring, awful thing is, like, will still be enjoyed by people if it continues to explore a specific theme or a couple of themes in the way that they intertwine with one another and interact. That is my firm belief. Like, the more that and it just continues to be reinforced. That is what makes something good. A short story will introduce a theme and then complicate it. A novel will introduce themes and then spend hundreds of pages exploring those themes from different angles, using the structure of a plot. I think that is the consistent thing that makes good works good. Macroglossum. Yeah, that's this stream. Were I a teacher, there is a future in which I become a teacher. I keep thinking to myself, one of these days, maybe I do go back to academia and get a PhD. I could do it. It's just a matter of if I want to. It would be a lot of work. Like, I would have to drop everything else. Like, I would have to stop. Like, that's the problem, is to do it, I would have to stop everything I'm doing right now, and I have no desire to do so. Ooh, with a Q. Good to know. I don't know. It would have to be your choice. You think I should? I don't know that I should. I don't know. Like, if I did, I probably would not return. That's the thing, is it would be the beginning of a new phase of my life, and I don't want to do that. Not right now. I feel like I'm just hitting my stride. I'm hitting my stride streaming. I'm hitting my stride on YouTube. Like, I'm finally approaching work healthier. It would, like, if I do it, it'll be like a decade in the future. Aw, shoo. Shoosh. No, I don't want to. I don't want to yet. Maybe one day. A more retirement thing. Yeah, Ender. That seems more likely. If I've saved enough money, right? But that'd be a long time in the future. No, I just can't convince myself to do it right now. I'm enjoying myself too much. If you stop now, you would so have that I quit too early feeling. Yeah. Inevitably. I would constantly be thinking, oh, but I could have done this.
As someone 3 years into their biochemical engineering PhD, I'd say don't do it if you only want the title. I'm doing it because all of the jobs I wanted to do required a PhD. I like my research, but it's still an incredible commitment requiring a lot of self-discipline.
Oh, yes. Return less than 1. Thank you for the 9 months. And I wouldn't be getting a PhD for the title. I don't give a shit about the title. It would be, if I did go to get my PhD, it would be because I would be entering academia as my future. Right, that would be, I would want to really dig into the study of a particular narrow field of literature and be a professor, right? It would be a career change, not just wanting the title. Besides, a PhD's relevance rapidly deteriorates if you don't stay in the field anyway. What would I be studying? I probably would study interactive narrative. Not from a creator's standpoint, but from a literary standpoint. I think it's an understudied field. Like, why does Outer Wilds work? Why do certain games work? Why are their stories impactful, and how does the medium change? I already did a little bit of stuff related to that during my undergraduate, but I would expand out on that probably. That's probably where I would end up. Have you all seen Porkin' Across America? I probably would also delve into the way that I could also explore just the way that modern media dissemination has changed the way that viewers experience it. The idea of someone sitting down in a movie theater and watching a movie from beginning to end at a certain frame rate is not applicable. That was the way that early internet creators did it, but they quickly discovered, I believe, that people aren't that way. I certainly don't design my videos that way. I design my videos to be sat down and watched from beginning to end, should you so choose. However, I also consider the fact that some people see my video, press play, and then put their phone upside down on the table while they make breakfast and listen to it in 20-minute chunks. And it has to work in both rhetorical circumstances. So I'm already knee-deep in it. It's very funny how I have noticed that I leave for 3 weeks, I come back, and suddenly my noted emote is being used a lot more. And I think it's because I'm a lot less reticent to talk about what's been on my mind. I think I'm less afraid of alienating people by talking about complicated ideas. I would do that. I would do that before now. Like, especially... I kept trying to fit myself in a box and perform for an audience that just isn't mine. Cogfather, isn't it so good? Loomies is really cute too. I love noted emotes. I love the exaggerated head nod on mine, though. I'm particularly fond of it. Oh, speaking of, we have so many emote slots now. I'm gonna take the old emotes and bring them back. And, like, give them a new title. I know that there were a lot of people quite fond of the Lauren emotes. No reason to bar them anymore. I know people miss them. The Pog is so good. A noted emote and as an I agree emote. Oh, that's cute. I like that. I guess I just feel very fortunate that I have a stream where I can ramble about very specific literary topics and not bother or drive people away. It's... Hey Uwo, how you doing? It's the appeal. Yeah, I didn't believe that for a long time. I felt like I was driving people away when I started hyper-analyzing things. And I'm realizing, nah, that's why people are here. Look. Humans are predatory animals, and curiosity is the mark of a predator. A predator animal, a hunting animal. And to take that curiosity, to take that inherently aggressive impulse and turn it toward something constructive is so beautiful to me. I find curiosity to be one of the most endearing parts of being a human. And when someone denies themselves their curiosity, it feels antithetical to the human condition. For a person to say, I am not curious, it feels akin to someone saying, I am not human. What are you doing? If you're not curious, what are you? Oh, Dan, I'm glad. You can say Doug Walker. Yeah, that is why the insult Doug Walker is a fundamentally incurious person is one of the most brutal insults that I have ever heard in my life, because curiosity is such a fundamental human impulse. And maybe this sounds like the naturalistic fallacy, but I think it's not necessarily that curiosity is natural, therefore it is good. It is an inherent part of human ontology. Oh my god, Miss Major, you remember that collab? Holy hell. That was like right around when I was starting. I hope he's been okay. It's been a long time. Yeah, Radioactive, I think you're right without going into too many spoilers. Oh, Josie, I am happy to provide good vibes. I love that my streams encourage people to type many, like, I cannot read every chat message, but know that I appreciate long messages, and know that other chat members also appreciate long messages, because it means that people are engaging with thought. Because otherwise, what's the point? And I think that curiosity about the world around us is just as vital as curiosity about ourselves. Discovering what you like is important. Yeah, Mike has a word limit. But then again, his chat is much more active. People frequently come to my streams to vibe. Chat here, I think, is relatively slow compared to the numbers, because this isn't really a height-based stream. This is a stream that people put on their second monitor while they're playing a strategy game. Shout out to all of you who are doing that right now. You are my people. Uwo, did I just call you out? What are you playing? Oh my god. How many people just said, don't call me out like that? What are you all playing? I'm curious. RimWorld, Classic, FTL. Did you know that I, before Down the Rabbit Hole, started streaming as an FTL streamer? You're binging birth control pills. What does that mean? You gotta grind Balatro. And you like the chill vibes. You know what? Good. Slay the Spire. Valid. It would be fun to have Lumi on to teach me how to play Slay the Spire. On Darktide. Ah, there you go. I did pause FTL a lot, Farah. Constantly. Another Crab's Treasure. Yeah! The people who made Going Under just released their new game. Their Souls-like Another Crab's Treasure. And it looks very good. It's been received quite positively. Have Lumi on to translate cultural shit in my summer car. Yeah, that's the Going Under devs. The Going Under devs, unfortunately, didn't get enough success with Going Under to release the DLC that they had planned, so they moved on. And I'm so glad that Another Crab's Treasure is doing so well. God, that Going Under had one of the most incredible soundtracks. Absolutely immaculate, perfect vibes. No worries, Kataro. Come and go as you please. Imagine Fred playing FTL and him doing his tree of decisions. That, once you get to know FTL well enough, yeah, it ends up becoming risk minimization. Going Under was the Corpo roguelite. Yes, it was. That game was amazing. I loved it. It was unforgiving as hell, but it was excellent. Yeah, it's a Souls-like. Yeah, very much so. Shoot weapon, shoot shield. The upgrades really made a difference. I have not played a card battler. Have I? I'm gonna level with all of you. Before I play Balatro or Slay the Spire, I want to play Cobalt Core. I still need to play Cobalt Core. That game looks so good. I need it. I need it in my life. I just get stuck in the games that I'm already playing. Don't you say anything, Nested Dreams. Silence. Cobalt Core. It looks so cute. All the characters look so cute. They're so cute. I want to help them. I missed a lot of grand strategy games while I was growing up, but Stellaris is my poison. I'm currently playing a campaign with Xander Netherbrand. He is playing as a hive mind that seeks to become Galactic Emperor, and I am playing as a corporation, a megacorp that makes mercenary fleets and rents them out. And we're going to be making we're going to be working together to take over the galaxy. I will support Xander.
Teolepsy.
Hey, thanks for the 22 months, Viking Wolf Himbo. Good name. I'm also talking about playing, I finished Life Eater last night. It's a single sitting game, and I was thinking it would be fun to help guide Xander through it. Oh my god, yeah, Sammy, it's an owl. I can't believe it. What the heck? Can we get Furry Detected as an official Twitch emote? Who is it that made Furry Detected? I need to get their permission. I need to double check. Do I have it in my About section? That would be a good official emote.
There's a bird over there.
Yeah, there is. Right here in my hands. That's you, chat. He's you. Wait a minute. What happens if I do the little sipping tea animation I have? Wait. You guys want to try it? What if I sip the little fella? You ready? Let's see how this goes. Hi, Chai. Oh. Brain juice. Tasty, tasty brain juice. Crack mochi open on a rock. No, canonically, we have decided collectively that the owlets are very squishy. They're like, they are the consistency of mochi. Also, I haven't seen the new Wooding check emote. That's so good. Oh, Sammy, thanks for the fresh sub. Hey, welcome in. Looks like I kissed them on the forehead. Aw. Mwah. I take good care of my owlets. I make sure to squish them and stretch them regularly. Otherwise, they get stiff. With a Q. Okay, there's a thought. The new Gooby emotes are so good. Oh my goodness. Mochi plush when it's not out of the question. You get stiff when you... Oh, yeah, Yao Chai. You're stiff the morning after. Is that so? That pancake video that you made lives in my head rent-free. I think about it regularly. I'm not going to show it on stream out of fear of getting banned. I'm not doing that. The fact that it is not tapered at all, that it just starts, was a lot. Okay. Hey everyone. You want to check out Mr. Manticore? Chalklad, yes. See, the difference is, in my case, I am living in all of your heads. My thoughts are inside of you. They gnaw. Did I? No, I definitely have talked about it. Not gonna repeat stories. I'll wait a little while at the very least. I want to check out what Mr. Manticore has been doing. Now, there is, something happened to his channel that I am very fascinated by. So, Mr. Manticore, right? Here's their channel. Oh. Mont Blanc silence. I will not have this slander. Yeah, we're learning our ABCs. First, F for fuck you. Shall we? You guys want to begin? How do you feel? Maybe before we start, we should make a cup of tea. Let's watch a couple. Let's watch a couple before we go on tea break. That's how we're going to do this. The uploads do spell something. False comfort. It can be real. False comfort. It can be real. Because if comfort's an emotion, then false comfort doesn't exist. False comfort can't be real. That's what it is. I disagree fundamentally. Convince me, Mr. Manticore. You like how we've gone from Shakespeare making dick jokes to weird analog horror? I feel like this is a good summation of the stream. This is where we should be. It's loud. This is season 3. We watched these already. Okay, what have we missed? Because there's new stuff that's been happening. Okay, chat, help me out here. Anyone who's familiar with this, where do we need to start? Hold on, there's something I need to do. Perfect.
Do you wanna ride in my blimp, girl? Do you wanna ride in my blimp? See the night sky in my blimp, girl. Do you wanna ride in my blimp? Do you wanna dine in my blimp, girl? Do you wanna dine in my blimp? Red wine and some shrimp, girl. Do you wanna dine in my blimp?
Do you want to ride? I love that song. That song also lives in my head rent-free. Yep, that's Lewis Cole, baby. Okay, where do we need to start? I'm gonna level with you. Maybe I should have, Ooh, we can figure out where it ends by looking at the playlists. Okay. The Monument Mythos. The last video... No. It's the Nixon verse. Right, it ends with the Ed Dwight paradox, so... Updated 4 days ago. Here we go. False comfort, it can't be real. Wait. This is up to 2024. Where do we start them? Maybe before we try to figure it out. We should check out the Ningen, which is a short series that he did. Every video after the Ningen. Gotcha. Got it, Q. Here's the question. Do we want to check out the Ningen before digging into the Monument Mythos? What are you all feeling? I'm curious about the Ningen. A Ningen just means people in Japanese. Yes, the Ningen is stellar. Okay. Let's go. I'm curious. Let's watch this one. And then get some tea, maybe? The Japanese Office for Human Studies. Okay. Wow, humans are pretty wild. Oh, that's a happy dog. Pet dog. Always pet the dog. Wait, Antarctic Peninsula, first human sighting. What? Wait. What do you mean? Okay, so when they say first human sighting, are they saying that they had an expedition and then they discovered that humans were already on the Antarctic Peninsula? Or, well, I mean, people have been in Antarctica for longer than this, right? When were the first Antarctic colonies, no, quote unquote, colonies? Yes, they're research stations, but when were they first established? Wait, sometimes the Japanese text doesn't translate to what it's translated on screen to. Oh. Ningen no... So this looks correct. Like, I don't know all the kanji, but this is for person. Or human. And I'm guessing this is ningen. I'm forgetting. This is, shoot. I forget when this kanji is used. But this is I. So this probably has to do with sight or seeing. My kanji was always terrible. Why are they calling that a human? Okay, already we have weirdness. You may not like it, but that's what the ideal body looks like. This is the... Are we their worn children? Well, wait. Hell is real, and it's cold. This is the end game for mewing. What will happen when it's warm? Okay. Keizo Funatsu named them humans. He's just walking. I'm just picking up my news and my brews. He just walking. He's ignoring his captors and proceeding to Antarctica. This map might have some significance, and I wonder. I want to look at that again. I'm not familiar with the topography. I guess topography has to do with height. Not familiar with the layout.
I went outside to feed the dogs. It wasn't bad at first. Only negative 25 degrees Fahrenheit. And when I left the tent, I was happy. Happy about just how close we were to our destination. After 3,725 miles, we were just 16 miles from the Soviet base. But these dogs needed my utmost attention now. I needed to keep my attention on the present.
Oh, what was that? Hold on.
I needed to keep my...
The Funatsu family is prey. The Funatsu family is prey.
My attention on the present. When I finished feeding the dogs, I turned back to the camp,
Okay.
but it wasn't there. The dogs behind me disappeared, too. A blizzard had arrived, and I was blinded by white from all sides. I couldn't walk straight ahead.
I was blinded by white people. It was horrifying.
The wind was so strong that eventually I was knocked down. I crawled on my stomach, toward where the camp should have been. I crawled and crawled, but nothing came closer. I carried pliers to help unfreeze dog collars and fix broken ones, so I used them to dig a hole in the ice. The ground was so hard, almost impossible to dent. But I dug for hours, and managed to put myself in a little ditch.
What is playing in the background there? It looks like just sled dogs.
The wind and snow kept my clothes tight to my skin. There was no room for warmth.
That's when I was turned into a latex monster. It was so tight on my skin.
I thought to myself, very few people have this experience, lost in the blizzard. Settle down. Try to enjoy this. I felt lost in the blizzard. Settle down. Try to enjoy this. I felt Antarctica. Her snow covered me like a mother's womb. I could hear my heartbeat.
So we already have some themes of generational, like, movement, right? Like, these, supposing that we are the descendants of whatever was spotted in Antarctica. They're trying. I'm gonna level with all of you. We might just end up focusing on the Ningen today, and we'll have to get to the rest of the monument mythos later. But already we have a family member of one of the people exploring Antarctica reading the journal of his father. And we have the father comparing these creatures to what? Our predecessors? So there's a generational theme happening already.
Boom. Boom. My life seemed very small compared to nature, to Antarctica. But I couldn't die. My death would be a real shame. A big, deep shame. I simply could not die. I was in the ditch when I thought I heard somebody yelling my name. The storm hadn't let up at all. But I heard this. Keizo, Keizo. I yelled back, I am here, I am here. I heard a reply. I see you, Keizo. I yelled, yes, yes, over here. And slowly, a man stepped out from the white. But not any man. Not any of my team members. He was just human. That's the best I can describe him. I ran as fast as I could away from him. And then I saw Will, our team leader, almost immediately. If Will had been my imagination, I would have been lost again. Then I would have surely died. It made me very happy to see my friends looking for me in the blizzard. I felt their love. Everybody was crying. Yes, I cried too.
I like the idea of someone like Aiden Ross watching this and saying, "What are they crying? They were just in a blizzard, pussy." It's just cold. What's the problem? You have a jacket. For objects. Oh, really?
Six men from 6 different countries and their 42 sled dogs completed the first ever dog sled crossing of the Antarctic continent. The expedition was led by Minnesotan Will Steger. The group traveled nearly 4,000 miles in 7 months, and temperatures dropped as low as negative 54 degrees. But an expedition like this could not even happen today. Not only have dogs been banned from Antarctica, 2 of the ice shelves, which took nearly a month to cross, no longer exist.
What do you mean human in quotation marks? That did sound like a real report. Okay. 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 I'm mostly just curious at this point. Like, okay, where does it go from here? I feel like this demands more. I think that sometimes works work well on their own, but then sometimes they demand more. If this was on its own, I would be disappointed. But there is more, and now I'm curious. So here's what we're going to do, everyone. We're going to be back in just a couple of minutes. I want to check out the rest of Ningen. We might have to save the rest of the Monument Mythos for another day. And we'll get caught up. Maybe we do that next week. Maybe we do that the week after. There's a lot of stuff to get to. But right now, we're going to watch the rest of Ningen at the very least. I'm going to be right back because I am fresh out of tea. So everyone, stand up, stretch your legs, stretch your arms, get yourself a sippy. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. I might have to heat up the water again, but it shouldn't be long. Hello? Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why is it not playing nice? Wait. Oh, it's lagging. What in the world? Ooh. Oh, I see. Oh, this is a problem. Wait. Wait. V-Bridger appears to be lagging. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to restart it. 1 second, one more time. There we go. That fixed it. Hi. So as I was... Oh, maybe... Wait. I need to remember to connect it. Don't mind me. As I was up and thinking about this, I'm realizing we really didn't get much. Like, what did we learn in that first episode? We learned that there is something weird in Antarctica. One of the members of the team has opinions about it, and that's about it. One thing that's interesting to me that analog horror seems to be doing a lot, more and more, is it's using real events as the backdrop. Not just for the backdrop, but as the subject of what they make. I think that the most obvious example of it would be Cane Pixels and the Backrooms, where, what was it, the San Francisco quake was explained with an event in the series. I know that was a little bit controversial here and there because it was a real tragedy being used for a piece of fiction. I haven't played pools yet. I want to. I want to do it next week. The Suez Canal crab, like, the Ever Given was funny. You know. Oh, that's my tea timer. It's more using tragedy for it, but I don't know how this turned out. I can only assume that it turned out okay. But it is interesting using real people and then saying, oh, one of the team members' son, like, this is the son of one of the team members, who probably isn't actually his son. So I wonder. I think there's a conversation to be had there, but I don't know if I am equipped for that conversation. Ooh, Q, okay, wow, that's sensitive. My streamer thinks a ship being stuck is funny. The Ever Given is stuck and you're laughing. So far, I'm a little bit underwhelmed by Ningen, but I'm ready to be surprised. Ooh, I'm actually going to make a note to myself. Ooh, one other thing. That's what I almost forgot. Hey everyone, in case you missed it yesterday, we now have a form up because tomorrow we are going to be looking at viewer video submissions, mic style. So if you have a video that you want vetted by our team of community vetters, let me grab the link. Unless, well, actually, there are people on the team here. Could one of you link? Or wait, you don't have the permissions to do that. Let me do that. Wait. Here we go. Here's the form. Try to keep it to a minute. The videos should be short. We don't want to watch a 10-minute long video. Leave space for other people. This is for short, funny stuff. If it's just... If the joke is a meme, it's probably not going to get approved. Let me put it this way. If you would expect to see it on Jimmy Hears You Laugh You Lose, probably not what we're looking for. But Fred, shut. If the punchline is, haha, it's a meme, it's probably not gonna fly. All jokes are memes. If you don't know who that is, I mean, it's just an example for those who are familiar. I want to keep looking at Ningen, though. I think that what we're going to have to do is just do Ningen today. It's another 20 minutes of video, and I know me. This is going to take a minute. Okay. I want to see the rest of this. I'm ready for this to interest me. So far, first third of Ningen, not impressed. I feel like it was a little bit bloated. A little bit thin, actually. Like, it didn't have much meat. It was a little fatty. With a Q. I do need time today to get things done. I've been doing 5-hour-long streams inadvertently. Even though I have a lot else to get done. Alright, gimme. This looks similar to what we saw before. Wait, the Japanese Office for Human Studies. But that was different. That didn't look human to me. It had a fin. Okay. Wait a minute. Stop. No, that's wrong. These are different. This is correct, I believe. What is this? Okay, here we go. Okay, that's a good eye. Right. Which hunts down the prey. It smells fear. Okay. You know what? Let me copy and paste this text. I'm going to assume that this person is correct. Let me copy and paste this text for myself. Thanks for pinning the form, by the way, Spectral. If you want your video added for consideration for tomorrow's video share, put it into the form. You can put multiple videos in there. Just, you know, keep it within reason. Don't spam it. And no just memes or screamers. Like, loud equals funny is not going to work. I make no apologies. Maxilla. Okay. This says that tear the flesh apart and the bones. Soshite, yeah, and. Recognize that. Spine. So this says spine that turns into a tail. This says hunts at the bottom of the ocean. It is very primitive. However, the Japanese says it is more evolved than any of us. That is a very small rib cage. What the fuck is this? What is this skeleton? Oh my god. I know what this is. Let me see if I can find this. Fuck. I can't. Taking too long. It is easy to evade. It will always outrun you. I was looking for the dude saying, now I haven't seen a goblin myself, but I have seen a leprechaun out behind my barn. What the shit? Feet like snowshoes. Its grasp can kill you instantly. So this is a human-like thing. Friendly human. If you wish to meet your family again, avoid Ningen at all costs. Why does the English contradict it? Illustrations of cave paintings in Antarctica. Our mythologies were their mythologies. Okay, that immediately makes me think. It's saying our mythologies were their mythologies. Is that to say that they adopted our mythologies? Or that we adopted theirs? Which way did it go? Presumably, it means that we adopted theirs. But the phrasing here, now, it might be nice to have someone more familiar with Japanese look at this. But what's the implication? Because the phrase, our mythologies were their mythologies, the past tense there is weird. The past tense, I think, isn't here in this phrase. That might be a mistranslation. Yeah, they did say, are we their warm children? Yeah, there's no tense. Yeah. If it was past tense, there would be a bit of hiragana. But it just cuts off. This is more of a sentence fragment. Just because they're older, though, doesn't mean... Just because they're older, it doesn't mean that we adopted their history, their mythology. Predates the story of Icarus by 11,000 years. Wait, okay. So, the lower lines, okay, so the lower line says our mythologies were their mythologies. But this is. This would be deshita if it was past tense. I don't know why they made it past tense. What is beyond the mountain? There is a whale. Are you planning to jump? No. Okay. The translation appears accurate. Like, there's no note that these translations are wrong. Not knowing what to say, whale leaves. Wow, dude, you're fucking awkward. Way to make it weird. Bye. Human bends their form. Oh. Human finds whale. Hey, I'm just like you now. Wow, cringe, bro. This is loud. Whale is speechless. Whale is filled with hope. Whale shouts, "Follow me." I wish to go beyond too. Sorry if that was a little loud. They combine. Creature whispers, "Follow me." Oh, wait. Hold on. So at 325 it says whale is filled with fear. I'm going to back up a second. Whale is filled with hope, but the Japanese says whale is filled with fear. But look, they're hanging out, and now they're Rudolph. Hi, I am... Creature whispers, "Follow me." I wish to go beyond too. This is how furries are made. You know, I wanted to make a fursona, but I'm nervous. No, come on, let's do it together. Then, oh, you know, I want to get some art. Okay, here, I know who you can get. Like, I know who you can commission from. And then, you know, I'm thinking of getting a fursuit, but I'm kind of nervous. Oh, I want to go and do it too. Like, they just grab. Uwo, I've watched it happen. Mountain humans will find mysterious corpse. Kazel. Yeah, that's the nickname. Icarus. Nickname Icarus 1. Ah. Hmm. Wait. I need to do something. Wait, okay, I'm gonna hide this for a second. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Uh-oh. What's it going to show? What's it gonna show?
They're saying no way. You must have rigged something. I didn't do fucking shit. I didn't rig shit. I didn't.
You can't see it. Fuck! I ruined everything. I set it up. No, look. It was so funny. I was so fucking funny. I was so funny. I'm not doing it again. Fuck you all. You're the worst. Bit ruined. Next bit. Next bit. It's not worth it anymore. Human footage with tracking light. Oh, that's beautiful. See, this is way more interesting to me than the first video. Hi. Hi. Yang, yang, yang. Bitey fella. He just wants to nibble. Spinous reversal. This says a powerful engine. The left is trying to tell you that this is what the ideal human form is. This is what the North American Trade Agreement, North American Free Trade Agreement, is telling you that this is what you're supposed to look like. It's too much fun. They say that this is the optimal form for homosexual sex. And I, for one, I'm all for it. Rib cage. It says, of cannibalism. The left doesn't want me to have sex with the brown M&M. We have it on very good authority that they are going to lop off my penis. And they are going to put it on a statue to be paraded around at their leftist festivals. Powerful engine of shoulder blade, bulletproof bone. So the humorous... Okay, so just looking at this, like taking it at face value. So these are human bones, and what I'm getting from this is that they evolved into different forms. Or they evolved very rapidly. Because 11,000 years is not a long time, evolutionarily speaking. A superior instinct, itsumo, always. Breaks the neck. Skull that remembers everybody. Friendly human, ancestor of cannibalism. I would put the Tim Allen grunt on my soundboard, but I already can do it myself. Yeah, dude? Bro, why are they showing my baby photos? That's not fair. Where did he get that? Hey man, you okay? You doing all right? You need some help? You need a... No? Okay. Bye. The Professor Zubov is the ship.
America in the early 70s, which compared the efficiency of locomotion for various species of things on the planet. In other words, they measured how much energy it took for a bird to get from point A to point B compared with the energy it took a fish to get the same distance, and a goat and a person and all sorts of other things. And they ranked them, and it turns out the condor won. Condor was the most efficient, and man came in with a rather unimpressive showing about a third of the way down the list. It's somewhat disappointing. But someone there had the insight to test the efficiency of man riding a bicycle. And man riding a bicycle was twice as good as the condor, all the way off the end of the list. And what it really illustrated was man's ability as a tool maker to fashion a tool that can amplify an inherent ability that he has.
Man's ability as a tool maker, especially exemplified in Andrew Tate creating all of his goons. Sorry, I'm sorry I'm like this today. Why am I like this today? I have a bee in my bonnet. I'm always like this to some degree. Okay, yeah. That's the bump in my bowling alley. Silence. There's the rub. Streamo, I'm uncomfy. Streamo.
When I could see, I found nothing strange about this image. I remember it well. Professor Zubov, the massive Soviet ship, just returned from the Southern Ocean. But across its body, a phrase was written. Help, help, help. I did not find
Clearly
it strange at first.
I'm sorry, clearly drawn on with MS Paint. The logo has changed every time.
Sad, but not strange. I removed my eyes to avoid the truth. But in this blindness, I have realized this was not written by any crew member. They could never have reached. This was not spray paint. Spray paint does not become a dull brown. This doesn't even say help.
Yeah, usually Mr. Manticore is pretty good. This is I'm it's taking me out of the experience. So not everything has to be photorealistic. All it has to do, like, I can see when something isn't real, but I'm still willing to accept it. However, it has to fit well enough that it's not going to take me out of the experience, and this is kind of taking me out of the experience.
Not as a verb.
It is. This feels like it was done a little bit faster than the rest of the Monument Mythos, because the Monument Mythos was fantastic. And even the parts that didn't look as good didn't take me out of the experience. This is kind of breaking my immersion. It's like, all right, man. Come on.
It says help as a noun, like assistance or aid. This was a lure for us. A lure that mocked us. Or perhaps they see their treatment of us as assistance, taking us beyond our current state in evolution. Perhaps they consider themselves our saviors.
Yeah, Vita Carnis did have a similar, like Mont Blanc, I felt the same. I feel like, is it just me, or I feel like sometimes I have opinions that are rather popular, but people don't want to, like, speak aloud. I'm not calling myself a truth speaker. This has happened a lot with my assessment of analog horror. Analog horror is frequently done by amateurs, and I think that it's reasonable to be critical, right? Like, this is still good. It's just not quite up to what I was expecting. I feel really hesitant to say anything like that because everyone who says, I'm just saying it like it is a massive cockhead, and I hate them. I don't think I've ever heard someone say, I'm just saying what we're all thinking. I'm a truth speaker, and like I'm saying what nobody else is willing to say. I get very frustrated by those people quickly, because they use it as a shield. Yeah, Punkuke, I think that people who enjoy analog horror don't want to put down creators because frequently they're amateurs who are trying to make something good. And frequently analog horror, even if it is incredibly imperfect, is still compelling and interesting. And I think that people don't want to discourage them. And I think that is a perfectly reasonable impulse. Maybe I'm the asshole here. And not in the, oh, we gotta have people who are willing to say the truth. No, I think I'm just being a regular asshole here. Wait. Do the Ningen... Okay, this would be interesting. Do the Ningen use the forms of other creatures as their base? They infest them. Oh, do we have more, Wait. Okay, it looks like this is all correct now. No one in the comments is being like, actually, this says this. Ningen is human, yeah, but it's the name of whatever these things are as well. Yeah, Josie. It's true. Yo, the meat wall. Dude, I've been needing a new meat wall. Is Keizo Funatsu a real person?
The expedition was successful. There were no complications. We all survived. We encountered no injuries and no deaths. We had enough clothing. We had enough food.
Well, actually, I stubbed my toe.
Our
Shut the
sleds
fuck
were
up.
unharmed, and our dogs were healthy. Nothing strange occurred. The mountains were untouched. The ice was unspoiled, and the sea was pristine. The journey home was comfortable. We ate well and spoke freely. The ship was clean and organized. The sky was clear. Always. I am ready to join the rest of civilization.
The goon pods were immaculate.
I am ready to have a son.
What did he take off? That was something that I didn't mention for some reason. But in this first video... Oh wait, actually I already have it open. It looks like the sun is wearing something. Do you see it? Like he has a mask on.
I felt Antarctica.
He looks like he has a mask. Yeah, so anyway, I just really like rectangles. So why did you draw this? It's very evocative. I like rectangles, and I like bloody toast. That's my favorite toast. Sometimes I put blood on toast, and I call it... Well, actually, can you guess what it's called? You already said its name. Yeah, but do you know what it's called? Bloody toast? Right. You get it. Okay, these are fascinating. None of them have heads. Is he trying to grow one? This feels like an... this feels like a The Thing sort of feeling. Is this just The Thing? People in Antarctica encountering a thingy that is like humans? And they were waiting for humans, except in this case, they were waiting for humans to arrive in Antarctica. Dude, new PNG tuber just dropped. I know what this reminds me of. Please tell me I'm not the only person who saw this. It's like... Now Alien? I feel like there's a million 80s horror films that are happening all at once here. We have The Thing, we have Alien, what else do we have? Ooh, that actually is a good comparison to The Birth of Athena. The Birth of Athena is actually wild. In Greek mythology, Athena was born after Zeus had a massive headache. And his, like, a headache so bad his skull split open and Athena came out.
Oh, a teacher is a person who gives help each and every day. If you like to help people, then being a teacher is A-okay. 'Cause people helping other people is what this world's about. And people like our teachers, we couldn't do without. Oh, a doctor is a person who gives help each and every day. If you like to help people, then being a doctor is A-okay.
Yeah?
'Cause people...
Okay. Okay. The language stuff in this reminds you of Signalis, but worse. I am learning German, so maybe I should just bite the bullet and play Signalis on stream. What do you think? Junie was screaming at me to play it. Like, she really wants me to play Signalis. I own it. There's no reason that I couldn't. Listen to Junie. Okay. Oh my god, that is a lot of yes on Signalis. Would it annoy anyone if I played it on stream? I worry that, like, it would be annoying, but I would do the thing like I did with Cyberpunk, where I just, like, spend way too long analyzing everything. Would be great, you think? Okay. How long of a game is Signalis? That's the best part. Please do not play it off stream. Okay. Okay. That's ideal. Okay. What's the average time to finish it? 8 to 10 hours on a first playthrough. 15 hours? That's reasonable. Okay. 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 In that case... Okay, hold on. I'm thinking about what I'm going to be doing next week for stream. I'm going Here, help me make my schedule. We're going to be doing a chess Tuesday. So we have chess, and then of course we have let's see. Wait, let me think. We have a reading, because we're going to have a chess day and a reading day every week. So we have pools, chess, reading, Signalis. There was also... What's Story Thursday? I need to decide. I have a few candidate options. I don't know if I ever read Now Zero on stream. Did I? That's the story that inspired Death Note. I think people would like it quite a bit. I did. Okay, good. I need to pick one out. I don't think that my story will be done by that time. It put Mary to sleep. Yeah, you're right. I remember this. It was cute. Mary falling asleep to me reading to him was really cute. I have lots of options. There's a really interesting... Oh, there are a few interesting stories. I'm thinking Ballard. It would be really fun to return to Ballard. Ooh. Harlan Ellison, okay. I do need to show Empress Teresa to Meat and Koki. I should contact them. We need to figure out what we're doing with Junie. Because we've already done Join This Cult with her. I'm not willing to put my viewership through Porkin' Across America again. I just refuse. And we're not doing Sex House. I couldn't handle Sex House again. I don't do well with some of the themes explored in Sex House. I feel like those are the go-tos, but I don't quite work. Not this time. The mold is fine. It's not the problem. We'll figure something out. I have big brain. Okay. Let's see. Wait, has Junie seen Mystery Flesh Pit? She has to have, right? I'd be willing to revisit the Mystery Flesh Pit with Junie. No, we totally looked at it on stream together. I brought her on to look at it before. Yes. Oh, chat caught up with me. Well, in my time. Yeah, it was like the first thing we did together. We'll figure something out. So then, next week, we need a good analog horror. Like, I wanted to catch up. I want to spend Saturdays for a few weeks catching up on analog horror that I'm behind on. What analog horror series am I missing that I'm not caught up on? Greylock, Dr. No... Vita Carnis didn't really grip me. I already watched it. Petscop I actually never got into, but I feel that I might be a little late to the party there. You wanna... Like, we could just do the rest of the Monument Mythos. Monument Mythos was really dense. Very good. Oh, we need to watch the new East Patch stuff. Ooh. Oof. Do I have... Is that what I want to do? Because, like... I feel like they're so good. Oh, and there's not very much. There's only a few out. Like, do I have the emotional fortitude to do, like, to check out what the East Patch has yet? Am I steeled enough? I know what we need to do on Saturday. We need to play the Mystery Flesh Pit game. The Flesh Pit. Wait, no. It's what was it? There was a game that... There was a game that specifically was approved by Trevor Roberts. Like, he looked at it and he was like, oh yeah, sweet. This is an independent thing that Trevor Roberts saw and gave his thumbs up to. Not the tabletop one, no. The tabletop, you're thinking Fleshscape. That's something that I brought up a little while ago. That I still need to run a game in. Was it the Roblox one? No, but there is a Roblox Flesh Pit game. I think I'm gonna have to sit on this. I'll figure it out. I'll see what I'm feeling. But we will play pools next week. You know what? Saturday is going to be pools. I want to play pools. So Saturday is going to be pools. Tuesday will be chess. Maybe Wednesday is Signalis. We'll figure it out. I'll sit down and think about it. We need to do my house. I need to set it up. Yes. This sounds good. Just got a few more days. Maybe I take a day off next week. We'll see. I have a lot of games I need to play. The question is what to play on stream. If Signalis is good for stream, then I'll play it on stream. I refuse to play Disco Elysium on stream. That will not happen. I want to take my time with it and really just dig into it. Life Eater I played off stream and it was quite good. Definitely an imperfect game. I would like to play more Cult of the Lamb, but I need Beefcake for that to do it properly. No moist, sad, wet Eastern European men. He does look very moist, doesn't he? Why is it bad to stream? There's a list of reasons. There are a lot of reasons. But you know, this has been good. I want to say I really appreciate having an audience that enjoys my weird, very niche rambles. And they are extremely niche. I am appreciative of all of you. My streams are peculiar places, but I've never held an audience by doing the things that everyone else does. I like it. I like that I get to be a little bit peculiar. Well, it's been lovely. This has been a nice stream. Let's see, what do I have on the docket for today? I have a few things I want to get done for stream. I want to set up voice mod. I also would like to have my schedule ready for next week for stream. Like, that's just my stream stuff. Make sure that Signalis is working. Just get everything ready. I want to do my chess study. I'm studying the Queen's Gambit Declined again, and I feel like I'm understanding it properly now. And I'd like to maybe play a few games of chess. I also need to do a bit of writing. I'll do some writing for the Down the Rabbit Hole video. I need to contact my team and chat with them. I've got a lot to get done today. Ooh, I have a lot to get done. I don't know if I can... Maybe I should just order a pizza. I think I'm gonna order a pizza. Oh, I'm glad that you're comfy lurking. That is... I am a perennial lurker, and I want to create a space where people feel like they can lurk and not feel bad for it. I do not mind people lurking. I am a lurker. Please. I am wholly unoffended. Well, everyone, I think that this is where I'm going to call it. Got a lot to get done today. I have a lot of irons in the fire. Ooh, okay. You know who we need to give love to? Leroy has just moved into a new space. And so Leroy is doing a buy a fridge donathon. So that is where we're going to go. Everyone, please give my love to Leroy Fuckbund.
TL Wiggly 8 months. TL Wiggly.
Star above the cat, thank you for the 8 months. And thank you everyone for spending your time here. It's been lovely having each and every one of you. I will see you tomorrow for viewer-submitted videos. It's not a you laugh, you lose. I just want to see what you all got. Entertain me. I will see you tomorrow, and next week we will have a lot to get done. Friendly human raid. What should our raid message be? Let's see. Here's our raid message. Shoves you in the fridge. That's our raid message. Goodbye, everyone. Give Leroy my regards and my love as I give it to you. Goodbye.